It's Shark Tank month, and we are so excited to have Shelly Ehler on. She has a product that's a slit towel, and she pitched all the sharks last season, right?
They fought over her.
They did. I just watched her episode again. She has so much passion for entrepreneurship, actually, and her website is showno.com. So stay tuned and listen to her story. Hello and welcome to episode 34 of Small Businesses Do It Better, where we highlight small business owners that share their fun, their work, and everything in between. This show is brought to you by Ovali, where we empower your home office lifestyle through web hosting, cloud services, and domain names. Visit ovali.com to buy your domain today. And by audible.com. Get a free audiobook download at www.audibletrial.com/ovali. Over 100,000 titles to choose from for your iPhone, Android, Kindle, or MP3 player. Hello, I'm Kathy.
And I'm Carissa.
I'm very excited. I've looked at everything Shelly had to do with blogs, with her website, with her Shark Tank episode last season. She's so much fun, and she's very inspiring. So she'll be on in a couple seconds. But what do you have some news?
We do.
Oh my gosh, what are you going to show here?
We have a couple exciting things. We're
like
starting
your shirt,
out
by the way.
Shark Tank. This is what happens when you go shopping with your son. You end up with Superman clothes. So we're starting out, we're capping off Shark Tank month with our Shark Tank wine, Copa di Vino.
Yes, and we're cheering to Shelly tonight and all you Shark Tankers out there.
Yay! They have replaceable lids for your wine in case they're safe for traveling.
Yes, and
not
very
in the
tasty.
car though.
Yes. Oh yeah, and but her cap is on. There's no liquids on this table.
Wine Tupperware. You could put soup in it afterwards. You can refill it.
You could be.
There's a whole different thing you can do. Anyways.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. So first, I'd like to bring you a quick little service announcement.
This is.
Just want to share this with you. Tomorrow's Kathy's birthday. Tweet her. Say hi. Happy birthday, Kathy K. Nilsson.
We're celebrating tonight.
Yay!
So it's gonna be fun.
Okay. So the other exciting thing is our Back to Business Building Summit starts tomorrow.
It's a fun week here at Ovali. So
whoopee!
20-something or at least 20 speakers, 3 days, tons of information that they're giving. B2BB Summit.com.
And amazing speakers. Register for the events. They're free online webinars. Free. You can do them wherever you're at. And that starts tomorrow. So go to the website and register.
Please. It's going to be great. All right.
Exciting.
And, Shark Tank month has been a fun-filled month. And last week we had the cat guy, and tonight we have Shelly. I want to give a shout out to Rob.
Yes, we have his blog.
Would you show his blog back here? Actually,
there it is. The Shark Tank blog.
I looked at it again today. I've been looking at it for a long time now. Here. Let's see. Wait. Hey, no, you didn't. You changed it.
No, I didn't.
Where is it? It's right here. Anyways, he had this on his blog, but you can go back to the other one because this isn't his blog.
He does a lot of what's coming up on Shark Tank that we hear. We hear from him before we hear from ABC.
So it caught my eye. Of course, I saw the one on his Showno towels. That interview was very nice. Thank you. It's his blog is called sharktankblog.com. Check it out. But what caught my eye was, we went back, the vegan cookies that he featured because they're going to be on next week. They're pitching the sharks.
Yum.
And I am gluten-free. And I'm going shopping tomorrow. So I'm going to try those cookies tomorrow. And I'm going to have to give my, I'll do a little commercial on them.
That's funny.
I don't get enough of the good cookies anymore because there's not a lot of great ones out there.
Will they swim or end up as chum?
Yeah,
they're tastier than a fat seal.
I hope they get a big one. Yeah, I they get a good shark in there. Anyways, thank you for putting that on your blog, Rob. And that is sharktankblog.com. Check that blog out today.
And that's Rob, and he's a funny guy. His Twitter name is HotDogMan1956.
Okay, so without further ado, we had a little technical difficulties with Shelly, but she's on, and her voice is electrifying because you can't actually see her live, but she's going to talk to us.
There she is. We'll just say her screen froze.
Her screen froze, and she looks beautiful. So welcome, Shelly.
Hi, guys. How you doing? Thanks so much for having me tonight.
No, thank you for joining us. This is so exciting. I've read all about you. You're very inspiring for business owners like myself.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
I would like you to tell a little bit about your story right now. We're going to be talking to you for a little bit now, but just give us kind of the highlights of what this has meant to you being on the Shark Tank. You were in episode, or you were in season 3.
I was. My episode aired on February 10th. And the thing is, we filmed it July 28th last summer. So we filmed it over a year ago. And what was crazy was having to hold that secret for almost 200 days. Talk about torture. It also, I kind of think of it as in terms of it reminded me of a pregnancy almost. I felt like I had 2 sons. You went through a pregnancy, you're waiting for something really good to happen, for something really exciting. And I would wait and wait. The thing that was hard about this was, unlike a pregnancy, you talk about it every day and you talk about it with your friends and you compare your aches and pains and all that kind of stuff. But this I had to keep a secret. And I couldn't tell anyone. And I knew what happened, I knew the whole time that I walked out of there with a check. I knew that the sharks were fighting over me. I knew how great it was. I knew about my Disney update. I knew about all this stuff and really couldn't talk about it at all. I had to live for almost 200 days
torture.
It never happened. Because it was the only way I could kind of survive was just try to pretend like it never happened.
And you have to build your business every day. And how do you get that would be pure torture.
Who were you able to tell? Obviously your kids and your husband, because they were there with you.
Well, I told a couple people, just a few of my trusted friends. My family, my parents and my family, my kids were there. But it was so funny because I would kind of say to the boys, you can't say anything. You can't say that we went to Disneyland and you can't tell people.
Oh, no, that's torture.
Yeah, because we got back from this awesome trip to Disneyland and they couldn't talk about it. But, they couldn't talk about what we did. They said that they went to Disneyland with their mom, But it was funny because they never really thought of it. It was like, I kept, I would say to them, you can't tell people about Shark Tank and you can't tell anybody about Laurie. And, and it was like, they're like, who? What? They'd forgotten about it the next day.
Goodness. And they helped you pitch it, too. They were in the room with you.
Were they really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, they were. And they were so good. I was so proud of my boys. They were so sweet and well-behaved and did the best job ever. And just, they were perfect. But that's stressful, going on a TV show with your 2 kids. And I wasn't worried about my older son, but my younger son, sometimes he can just get bored and, and frustrated.
That's right. They did, yes.
But no,
I thought they did very well.
Thank you. Yeah, they did awesome. So it's been quite a journey. We had to wait all that time. And then February 10th, when it aired, was probably one of the coolest days ever. We had a huge viewing party. We had about 80 of our closest family and friends come to Ladera Ranch. We had a huge viewing party. We went to a local sports bar with a huge screen. And it was just a blast to be able to finally see it and to share it with everyone and to sit there with my parents and watch my dad just crying and my mom's crying and all my sisters, everyone's just jumping up and down and screaming. And I had a cardboard cutout there with Laurie and everyone's passing it around.
And kissing her.
It was the coolest, one of the coolest nights really ever. It was really special to me.
We found your pictures of the party on your Facebook page. That's really cool how you have all of them on there.
And there's a picture of you and Laurie on the screen right now.
This must be, it looks like on a red carpet hotel or something.
That's actually at the Beverly Hills Hotel. That's the first time Laurie and I met after the show. We met, she was in LA and she was meeting with the Disney buyer and wanted me to meet her beforehand with samples and things. So that was the first time at the Beverly Hills Hotel, yeah.
Cool. Well, how did you decide to turn these towels that you made at home into a business? Where'd you draw that line? There's a picture of you and your
the boys. on the show.
I got the idea. You heard the story, on the show that when I was at the pool and it was the boys needed something to cover up. And I came up with the idea that night I was sleeping and I thought, I wish there was something better than just trying to hold a tent around them. Kind of slept on it. And I woke up at 4 a.m. and it was like this, I almost describe it as like this tingling feeling that kind of started at my head and kind of started tingling and flowing through me. And I say that all the time and in everything, and every time I'm interviewed, I always have to give credit to the fact that I don't really think this came from me. I feel like it came through me. And, I have to give credit where credit's due. It didn't come from me. And I really feel like it came from a higher place and it was special. And when it came through, I heard a voice. I felt it, a feeling that said, this is special. This is for you. This will take you where you want to go. So have faith in it and have faith in it and believe in it with all your heart, Shelly. This is for you. And I kind of shot up out of bed and I was like, really? First of all, did that happen? Second of all, did I hear that? And third, I'm talking about a towel with a
hole in it.
It's brilliant, but it's kind of stupid. And it's kind of like, is it stupid or is it brilliant? I'm like, stupid.
It's brilliant.
Yeah. And I'm like,
brilliant, like cat drawings.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I jumped and I started Googling it because I thought someone's got to be doing this. Someone's got to be doing this. It's too simple. And then the voice really came in and said, the simplest things are the best. Simplest things are the best. And I started Googling it.
I agree with that.
No one was doing it.
Well, and your towels have a slit in them, whereas the other ones have a hole in them. So like you said, you can lay yours flat on the beach and there's not a hole where you're laying.
No, it completely closes shut. Most of the towels that are out there, like a poncho towel, they all have hoods, okay?
Oh.
And the thing with the hood, I feel like it makes it more juvenile because they make hooded towels for babies. They make hooded towels for toddlers.
Oh, true.
After you graduate from your hoodie towel, there's no kid's towel. You just go to a regular towel.
But you need that. You're very good at this. You could pitch this towel. Who wants to buy a towel right now?
Well, honestly, the thing that's funny is my first initial idea was that this is a changing towel. That's where I got the idea because my kids, I was trying to have someone to cover them up while they change. After I make it, I realize, the changing towel is like, that's like the least of what it is. It's the best bath towel. It's the best every single day bath towel. I started using it when my kids would get out of the bath. My kids used to be like, Mom, I'm ready for my towel. And it's one more thing to do, at 7 o'clock at night when you're bathing your kids and you're getting up, time for my towel, get up, get their towel, pull them out of the tub, dry them off, wrap them up like a burrito, wrap them up.
Yes, the burrito wrap.
And then what's nice now is they don't need me to get their towels. I put their towel by the tub, they get out, grab their towel, throw it over themselves, dry themselves off, walk to their rooms all covered up, and I'm like, wow, this is the best bath towel. And then I started realizing, oh my gosh, we go to the pool and the beach. You know how many times I'm schlepping everybody's towels and the toys and everything?
Yeah.
They just wear them now.
And they look so cute in them too.
One less thing to carry. And then you take it to the pool and it's your bath towel, your beach towel. You lay it flat on the thing. It lays flat. You need to change. You throw it over you. You're cold. You throw it over you. It's a cover up. It's just so many uses in one silly, simple idea. And it's like, anyhow, you can tell I love it.
You can, and I love that. That's about
important.
You
love it. So one thing I wanted to ask you is, you mentioned on Shark Tank that you tell us about the services that you traded for drapes.
Okay, I'm very resourceful, and it's funny because so many people come. I've talked to hundreds and hundreds of entrepreneurs since I aired, and people ask me all the time for advice and this and that, and I always talk to everyone. And one thing I hear from a lot of people is they'll say, I know, but I just don't have money. And I say to them too, guess what? Neither did I. Okay. I started Shono towels on $0. $0. But you know what? You just have to be resourceful. Okay. What I know for sure is that when you need something, it's given. You just have to ask for it and it will show up in your life if you believe that it's meant to be.
Yes, actually, I believe that too.
Yeah, that's true. And every step of the way, everything was there. And it wasn't like I had to go looking for it. I just had to open my eyes, It was like, oh my God, that's simple. So the first thing I needed was my logo. And I'm like, I needed someone to design my logo. Well, my neighbor about 5 houses down, my friend Todd, whose house I'm at right now.
Hi, Todd.
Thanks, Todd.
Yes.
Todd is the best. He owns an advertising agency. And so I said, hey,
Ooh,
Todd,
nice.
what do you think about designing a logo for me? And so I traded him a logo for his favorite mac and cheese, you know? Because I like to cook, and Todd likes my food. So I made him a really good dinner. My logo, and the next thing I needed was help with my design, because before I started this, I wasn't even really that much of a seamstress. I mean, I kind of am now, but I wasn't at the time.
Really?
And my aunt helped me with the design, and my sister Jody helped me with the design. I kind of had that, and then the next step was, okay, now I need a patent on it. And I start researching patents. I know it's way out of my league, and I just kind of close my eyes and throw it out to the universe. You know, I just somehow that's all that I'm needing to kind of really get this thing to go before I want to launch the product. And my husband and I were selling our house, and a new neighbor moved in 2 doors down. Like just the day that, pretty much the day we were moving is the day they were moving it, or they were moving in. So I went down to introduce myself. Am I still there? Are you guys still there?
Yeah, we're still listening. Keep going.
Sure, it disconnected me, so I was like, okay, I wanted to make sure I didn't need to reconnect. Anyhow, they moved in 2 doors down, and so I went to introduce myself and welcome them to the neighborhood. And I said to them, you know, we're having a going away party. Why don't you guys come over, and it will be a great opportunity for you to meet everyone in the neighborhood. Yeah. So that was nice, and they showed up, and I didn't even know their name. And so they walked in, and I started showing the wife around. Her name was Catherine, and I was showing her around the house, and she was complimenting all my drapes, and she kept saying, oh my gosh, these drapes are so pretty, and oh, these drapes are so pretty. And I said, oh, you know, I made them for the home. And she, oh my gosh, she couldn't believe it. We went into the kitchen, and I had a really pretty kitchen table and a bench that went with it, and these side chairs, and she just loved. We happened to have the same model, so it would, like, the same thing would fit in her house. So she said, gosh, that's the one thing I need in my house is a table like this. This would work perfect, and the drapes go with it so perfect. And so I said to her, so, you know, what do you do? And she said, well, I'm a patent attorney. And I just started laughing inside so hard. I go, oh my God, are you kidding me? And so I said to her, so how much do you like these drapes, and how much do you like
the table?
So what do you, I said, honestly, I'm looking for a patent attorney, and I'm looking for a patent, and I'm moving tomorrow. And honestly, the 2 things that I cannot take with me are these drapes and that table. And it's exactly how it worked. And I traded a provisional patent for it. And we've been great friends.
All right. So right there, the universe has to work for you. And I think it's worked, because there's another story about, I mean, I enjoyed the universe stories as much as she does, it sounds like. I do have one that I really liked hearing a story from you real fast, if you don't mind saying. The one when you went to a networking event and you had one thing on your mind to do, and that was to talk to. Do you remember that one?
Yes, I'm happy to tell a story.
Please.
And you know what? The thing is, when you know how to manifest, you know how to manifest, you know? I mean, and I feel that I've been very blessed like that. I know how to connect now and pull these things in. It's amazing. And to call it a coincidence really is, you know, you just can't. So I'm at this trade show, and I go there, and I really just hold in my consciousness what I really wanted to do. My purpose of going on that trip was to meet SeaWorld. And I thought, if I can go on this trip, if I can walk away from this trip having met SeaWorld, it will have been worth my time. So I go to New Orleans, and the show's poorly attended. There aren't that many people there. And the first day kind of goes by. People are sort of grumpy. Vendors are just talking to each other. But I'm trying to just stay positive. I'm like, you know, this is going to happen. You know, stay positive. And only when you're positive and you're joyful are things going to flow into your life. So towards the end of the first day, this gal walks up to me, and she's so cute and peppy, and we both just hit it off instantly. But I couldn't see her name badge. But it didn't matter. Like, I just loved her energy and her connection. And we start talking, have this great connection. And I'm telling her about the towel, and she thinks it's great. And she says to me, I mentioned to her that I was traveling by myself. I was there alone. And she said, oh, God, you know, why don't you join us? Are you going to go to the after party? And I said, yeah, I'm planning on it, you know. And she said, why don't you join my friends and I? I said, oh, my God, you are so nice. And I said, thank you so much, because, you know, you hate being by yourself and you kind of feel like a dork. And I said, oh, I would really appreciate that. And so as she walks away, her badge kind of turned, and I saw it said her name was Kimberly, and she's from SeaWorld. It's like, what are you kidding me? So I go there, and I meet Kim, and I meet her partner, Tim, and their friends from the Atlantis Resort in the Bahamas and all their other water. And I hung out with them all night. We spent a night on Bourbon Street, and we went and had dinner and drinks and hung out the whole night. And SeaWorld treated me. They're like, no, you're a guest of SeaWorld. You know, you're part of our team tonight. We hung out the whole night and I had one of the funnest nights. And, you know, I'm selling my towels at SeaWorld now, which is so incredibly cool. But when you ask, it's given. That's just the way it works.
Unbelievable story.
I know. It's all on her blog too, showno.com. And look at that blog. And I think both you and the cat guy really, Steve, really know how to talk about how you guys both started and are very inspirational to people like us. So,
so what made you choose Laurie in the Shark Tank? Because they were fighting over you. I mean, Damon
let's talk about the Shark Tank stuff.
Damon makes, I don't even know how many towels a month already. So what made you pick Laurie?
I'll tell you, before I knew Laurie
besides the check in her hand.
Yeah. Yeah, besides that check.
Well, I'll tell you what, before I knew Laurie was going to be on the panel, because I didn't even know who Laurie was, I thought it was going to be Barbara. You know, I'd only ever, and so I was kind of, I thought I'd be targeting Damon or Barbara. I thought I could,
that sounds right, yeah.
Those would be I think I'd get the most interest from the two of them. That was kind of my feeling. But really, I felt like Damon was my guy. And then 4 days before I picked, the producers called me and said, listen, this is the panel of sharks. And they said, there's a new shark. Her name's Laurie Grineer. She's the queen of QVC. And I said, okay. So I immediately Google her, right? And I start reading about her. And I go to her bio and start reading about her. And it's really strange. I can't explain it. But I just felt this energy connection to her immediately. It was almost like I just felt myself connect to her. And the things that she said in her bio were so many things that I feel in my life. Just about being one world and connected to everybody and giving back. And she works with her husband, and I work with my husband, and just so many things like that. There was a common thread there, and I kind of thought, I think she's the one. I mean, and I remember even emailing it to my mom, and my mom wrote back and she said, she's the one. And I said, I know, it's weird. And the night before I went in, I had a dream. And I actually visualized the whole thing. I even saw what she was wearing. I saw almost the exact same dress she was wearing. It was so bizarre. And I saw myself doing a deal with her. I mean, I woke up going, wow, that was weird. It was so clear and strange. And the minute I walked in there,
you felt at ease, didn't you, after all that?
I was at ease. But the minute I spoke and she spoke, there was an instant connection. I felt it and she felt it, and you could even watch it and see it on the TV.
Well, I'd like to watch that again, because we watched it, I watched it yesterday, and she actually had her checkbook right there. She was like writing you the
and
check
she
there.
held all of her comments until everyone else was done talking,
I thought that was
and she was
very
just like,
good.
you know what?
Yeah.
Here it is. Come on.
Yeah. But I'll tell you, me picking her too, it didn't have anything to do with the check. It didn't. It didn't have anything to do with the check. That did not influence my decision at all. It was nothing to do with the check. It was only about the connection that I felt with her and the voice within me telling me that she was the one. And I only follow the voice in my heart, so that's why.
Very cool. That's another amazing story.
Yes.
So Daniel of the Smart Baker has a question for you. She wants to know what the best and worst thing about landing a deal was.
The best thing about landing the deal, you know what? It's been exciting for me to be able to be connected with Laurie, you know, and to be able to promote myself working with Laurie. And, you know, it's like you get a deal in the show, and it's exciting, you know, and to be able to share that is exciting. The worst part, oh my God. I don't know if what's the worst part? Wow, that's a rough question. The worst part of getting a deal, I think probably is, there's the people that you work with, and the sharks too, are tremendously busy, and they have so many other things that they do. And so I think you kind of wrap around like you're going to work with them every single day and be best friends and blah, blah. And so I think that sometimes your expectations are really, really high. And so I think that sometimes that can be hard when you have a deal with one of the sharks. And the reality is that, yes, they are there, and yes, you do have a deal with them, and they are great, but they have their lives too, and they have their own businesses to run, you know? So I think that's kind of the realities of what your deal really looks like.
That makes sense. Yeah, I mean, that's what we'd all probably think too, is that same thing.
Yeah, so I think that to me was probably, you just kind of did a reality check there. But so that's kind of how I'd answer that. But thank you, Daniel, for your help earlier too.
Oh, that's nice. And I love the community of the Sharks. I mean, they're amazing people that you all just talk to each other, and it's really nice.
You know what? We're all good friends. We formed a group called our Shark Tank Pals, and we are all good buddies. Honestly, like all my pals, I love them. I'm there for them. We are there to support and lift each other up, and to just help promote each other.
That's
and
nice.
Best part, really, I will say in total honesty, the best part of my whole journey on Shark Tank has been the connections that I have made.
Yeah.
Friends from the show, and not just my friends from the show, but other entrepreneurs. There are people that have come in my life that have just touched me. They're genuine friendships. I've had fans of the show send me things, and
wow.
There's a fan of the show, and I have to just give a shout out to Jerry Wayne Shrimpton. He sent me the most beautiful picture. He blew up and mounted this picture of me that says, because my tagline is spread joy, inspire, give back. And he made this beautiful picture of me there was a picture of my mom and a picture of Laurie and I and the boys and all this. And in the middle of it says spread joy, inspire, give back. And he sent me this gorgeous frame picture. And people that have just come into my life like that, bringing me such beautiful gifts and their love and sometimes it's hard to receive it. You know, it's some days it's hard to receive. There's so much love that has come in from this. It's been really amazing.
Yeah, that sounds wonderful. I really like how people send you things. That's nice. Usually I thought people would say, okay, so you got some money from the Sharks. Can I have some? You know, that kind of thing.
Happens too. That happens.
So it's nice to hear the good things. So we are running out of time. It's been a lot of fun. Do we have any other questions? I do like the hot dog. Put that back on. He said... What was that?
Oh,
where is that?
He said there's sharks at SeaWorld.
Yeah, now, because of you.
Oh, I love the hot dog guy. He's my good pal. And he has an adult-sized Shono, and his daughter, Little Miss, has a Shono too.
Oh, nice.
And you know what? I really consider Rob a good friend. He's been really great. He's promoted me, and I consider him a true friend. And just like I said, one of the greatest experiences is meeting these people, and one of the greatest experiences is meeting him and his partner, his Kirk Taylor. They both write for the Shark.
Yeah, I saw that. And very good articles too. So what is it? The last one was, how has Shark Tank changed your day to day life, basically? What is your day-to-day life? What do you do now?
I work. Oh my gosh. I am come off of the California Women's Conference for 2 days.
Ooh, nice. That would be good.
In Las Vegas speaking at a women's conference. So a lot of these opportunities have come up. I love speaking. I'm trying to get myself out there more as a speaker.
I think I could tell that you like speaking.
I feel that this is my new passion and I love it. And so my day-to-day life really is mostly, you know, first and foremost, I am a mom, and my life is my kids. So I'm first and foremost their mom, and I get them up and I get them off to school, and then I work, and then when they come home, I'm their mom again. But you know, it's my life hasn't changed that much. You know, I'm just still me. It's funny that people that sometimes will call and say, "Oh my gosh, you answer your phone?" Shono Towels still has one employee, and her name's Shelly, and I am open and accessible, and you know, the show makes your life look a lot bigger than it is. You know, it does. But I
love that. That is the sweetest thing. It's one person, and it's Shelly.
Yeah. But it is funny how people have this perception that you have this big life now and you this and that. I'm like, no, you know, I'm plugging away, doing my thing. But what I am doing every single day is saying thank you. And, you know, gratitude will change your life. And when I learned to shift my sad story and stop saying why me and start saying thank you, that every day I start and end my day with thank you.
Actually, I like that. And you said that on your blog too. And I think a lot of entrepreneurs go through days of like, why me? What's going on? And I thought you had a lot of inspiration there in your blog, and you said that. So that is a good tip for everybody listening.
Thank you. I appreciate it. It's very true. Gratitude will change your life.
Yes, I believe that. And on that note, I think we'll stop. We would like to hear where everybody can find you so we can all connect with you in the future.
Great. I would love for you guys to join me on Facebook. Come to my Facebook page at Show No Towels. Like my page. I do have a blog. I post to my blog there too. Join me at www.showno.com. And I do, like I said, then the girls were saying, I do post a blog. I love connecting with people. I'm also at Twitter, and my Twitter handle is Show No Towels. And you know what? I just love connecting with people and sharing journeys and stories. And so please feel free to reach out.
This is very generous of you. And also, do you have any events coming up?
No, the next event I have coming up, I'm speaking in Irvine at Concordia University at a faith workshop on October 13th, I think I'm speaking there. That's the next big event that I have going on. I'm going to be at the World Water Park Trade Show in Las Vegas next week, and then I'm going to Hawaii for the Swim School Trade Show. And so I've got a lot coming on right now, but I'm offering a coupon code for everyone listening. It's OvalEye TV.
Oh.
Put an OvalEye TV at showno.com. It's a 25% discount. So I would love for your children to have a Show No towel. It will be the best thing that you ever buy for them. I promise.
Love that. Thank you for doing that. And let's start buying some Show No towels.
Yes, and adult sizes too,
which would be fun.
Yes, I do have adult. You have to email me for that. They're not on the website.
Okay. Shelly, thank you again. This has been so much fun. You're so inspiring. And I think you should I think you have a life of speaking for sure too.
Definitely.
Yes.
Well, thanks. I absolutely love talking with you guys. I'm so sorry we couldn't get the video going. This was
fine. You're a crack up. You don't need the video. You really don't.
Video. I like seeing people and seeing your eyes connecting. But this was great. So thank you. I love this opportunity. Thank you for connecting with me and letting me share this today, because it just this is part of my purpose, and nothing's better than living your purpose. So thank you.
Nice. Thank you, Shelly.
Thank you.
That was fun.
Yeah,
I love those stories.
Well,
I'm going to have to go read her blog again.
Oh, it was good. I read it twice, so it's good stuff. All right, so who's on next week?
Nerd alert. I'm geekly excited about this.
You're always excited. That's what I love about, that is one great
You'll wear my geek glasses next week. Okay, so next week. Are they purple? I have a lot of glasses. I just wear the thick black. I just put tape on them. Okay. So next week is an awesome comic strip artist who goes to Comic-Con, and she is huge.
You have to wear another shirt like this.
Her name is Danielle Corsetto. She does the Girls with Slingshot strip. Very cool.
That'll be fun.
So that's next Tuesday. And do we want to say about YFE really quick? Is it Friday?
Friday. They're doing,
Friday night's Twitter chat?
Yes.
There's info on youngfemaleentrepreneurs.com, but Jen is hosting a Twitter chat, and she's having CNN International host it with her.
Women.
Crazy cool.
Yes, it's going
to be
another
nerd alert.
A big Twitter chat on Twitter. So check that out. It's Friday. And youngfemaleentrepreneurs.com.
Yes.
All right. Until next week, we're going to get our copas.
Yay. Closing out Shark Tank month with Shark Tank wine.
It's been so much fun, and so much fun to get to know all the sharks. Thanks again, and see you next week.
Thanks.